ABC 7's Sarah Schulte talked with the parents of a Chicago college student who overdosed this week, and she now joins us with their stories. Sarah?
Cheryl and Linda, Irene and Joseph Bryan thought their daughter was on the road to recovery until they received the phone call that every parent fears. Alia Bryan overdosed last weekend. While it's too late for the Bryans, they want other families to understand the horrible consequences of heroin use. Alia Bryan came to Chicago from Boston to attend college. The 21-year-old was a talented artist who just told her mother she wanted to become an architect.
My daughter is beautiful, or was beautiful, vibrant, intense, full of promise.
But there is no promise. Last weekend, Bryan died of a suspected overdose. Her parents say they had no idea their daughter was a heroin addict until Alia's college professor called them last fall.
I was stunned. I felt like that's not the kind of drug that a regular young woman going to college will pick on.
The Drug Enforcement Administration says heroin is exactly the drug that young women and men are picking. The DEA says heroin use is on the rise in the Chicago area, with suburban kids coming to the inner city to buy it.
You have no idea what you're using. You have no idea the composition of what it is that you're ingesting in your body.
David Cohen knows firsthand. He is a former heroin addict who now works as a substance abuse social worker. On his 21st birthday, Cohen tried heroin for the first time and almost died.
My breathing stopped. The paramedics were called within 6 hours. I was found blue. I was in a coma and woke up 9 days later.
Cohen says the first thing he did when he was released from the hospital was buy more heroin. The drug is highly addictive. Users say it gives them a euphoric high that completely masks any kind of pain. While Irene and Joseph Bryan provided their daughter with plenty of help, they now realize that recovery is a personal choice, no matter what parents do to help.
In the end, it's in your children's hands. And for the youth that listen to these things, the choice is with you. You have help, you have alternatives, but it is you who have to pick up your own burdens.
Given her young age, the Bryans say their daughter felt as though she could survive anything. Drug counselor David Cohen says early detection is key. He says parents and schools need to be taught how to screen for potential addiction. He said signs to look for are pinpoint pupils, green, pasty-looking skin, sleeping a lot, and also losing interest in stuff that you really enjoyed doing before.
Heartbreaking.
Really heartbreaking.
Perhaps sharing their story can help some other families.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the DEA says heroin addiction and also prescription drugs is
rampant
and the drugs of choice, especially for suburban kids.
Okay, so those symptoms now, I mean, this can happen almost immediately, those symptoms, the skin beginning to change color?
Mm-hmm. That's not immediately, but he says it takes between 5 and 7 days to become addicted. And you can OD the first time you use it.
Yeah.
He almost died the first time he used it.
All right. Thank you for that.
Sure.